Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another Less Music, More Music stream. And this evening we have with us Great Imitation, which is James,
Hi.
Ryan,
Hello.
Sam and Mark.
Hello.
Thanks guys for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
It's quite an interesting story with your band, isn't it? Because you're basically the second incarnation of Great Imitation.
Yeah.
Can you talk us through a little bit of the background as to how that's come around?
So me and Ryan met over Gumtree. He posted up saying that he was an acoustic guitarist looking for a rapper. I was interested. We had 2 practices, then played an open mic gig at an old man's pub, which was weird. And then, yeah, so we expanded, got a rhythm section in, been for a few drummers. And we were together for about 3 years and then split up for a bit because we didn't like each other anymore. And then we realised we didn't really have anything else to do. So we were all quite lonely, weren't we?
So you're like an old couple who got sick of each other and then got back together?
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Because nobody else would have you?
Yeah, we stayed together for the kids.
Yeah.
Now I read something rather interesting that said when you first met, you did something within an hour?
What did we do in an hour?
Poison kissing.
Oh yeah, we did. We wrote our first song within about an hour. So it was a bit awkward because obviously we never met. So, there was a bit of small talking, goes do some rapping.
So that wasn't just media hype, you literally came up with a song within an hour?
About an hour, because you had quite a lot of riffs written, I had quite a lot of songs, quite a lot of raps written, so we wrote our first couple of songs really easy, didn't we?
Yeah. Within the first couple of practices.
It's all been downhill since, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has gone downhill. Yeah.
And then it said within 3 weeks you'd had your first live show?
Yeah.
So did you have enough material then? Within 3 weeks you'd written enough to be able to do a live show, or were you doing some covers?
We had, I think, 3 or 4 originals, and we started off doing 99 Problems by Jay-Z, a bunch of old men, us two, so it was weird.
They loved it.
They didn't. It was embarrassing for everyone concerned, to be honest.
Yeah. And where did you start playing? Was it in Leicester?
No, the first gig we played was in the Zeus bar in Ashby.
Oh yeah.
Ashby de la Zeus.
Right now.
That's now a Betfred. So that's how good that was.
A Great Imitation is a kiss of death.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's going to be our new logo.
And after that then, how did you progress? Did you stay together? Well, obviously you did stay together as a twosome. How long was it before you added in the additional members?
Well, we started doing lots of gigs in Leicester then, started going around a lot of the open mic nights. There used to be a pub called, or a bar called The Hub on Braunston Gate. Yeah. And we used to do like a residency there.
Yeah. I was just going to say, were you the resident band?
Yeah. Which went down really well for a good few months, and then we decided to get Mark in, and it was another. Well, we've been through 2 drummers. It's just drummers. Problematic.
Well, according to Bav, he said this the other week, and I was shocked. He said drummers aren't even musicians. I thought that was really unfair.
Yeah, it's just hitting things, though, isn't it? Really, it's not.
I'm a drummer myself.
Yeah. That's why he knows. And so Mark was with you with the original incarnation?
Yes.
Oh, right, so it's just Sam who's come into this relatively new
incarnation. Yeah, he's added 25% more glasses to the band, which has been pretty exciting for us.
Glasses are sexy. Yeah. And then looking at, because obviously we have a huge team of researchers on looking through the first incarnation of Great Imitation, you seem to have quite a meteoric rise.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah,
we did a lot. We gigged about 4 times a week, so that's probably why.
Yeah.
It didn't often go down well.
And was that mainly in Leicester? You were doing it all in the same area?
Yeah, pretty much Leicester.
Because what's your feeling on that? A lot of people would say that there are too many bands doing too many gigs and they're overexposing themselves.
I think that's the difficulty we found though, because we really wanted to get ourselves out there, to push ourselves. We thought we had something different. We got out, we did a lot of gigs, so we were reasonably successful for a little bit, and then no one was turning up. But we didn't really know how to push it any other way, kind of thing. So there is that, I agree, but it's the thing that we always found was it's so hard to know how to push it on to the next stage.
Yeah. So we you kind of had a rise and then you plateaued?
Yeah, completely, yeah.
We did. We met up a lot and jammed a lot and played a lot of rubbish covers.
Yeah.
Well, just weird stuff, and that seemed to attract people. And so I think keeping it like fresh in that way kept people interested, didn't it?
Yeah.
Pull people in.
And James, you mentioned there that you were a little bit different. How would you describe your music? I mean, I've seen various things written, but it's probably best to let you describe it.
Yeah.
No.
Well, for a while we called ourselves Polite Crunk.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, I don't know, it's like urban Coldplay now. So
urban Coldplay?
Urban Coldplay, that's how I think it is. It's sort of like big, sort of like middle of the road rock songs with sort of white boy rapping.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you say white boy rapping.
White middle class boy rapping, yeah.
Middle class as well. Is that almost an apology?
Oh, absolutely. I'm thoroughly embarrassed about everything I've ever done, to be honest.
Because, I mean, I presume there is this thing, it even happened, I think, with Eminem, wasn't it? That people were saying, you can't be a rapper because you're not black.
Yeah, I think he did a lot to sort of change the perception of that.
He broke the mould.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Done a good job. He's gone downhill since. But,
since you came on the scene.
You had Vanilla Ice as well.
Yeah, Vanilla Ice, and then obviously there was Snow, where so he brought in the reggae style to it, and obviously that was massively successful. Informer. That's what we used to cover.
I've still got that on CD.
He had an album.
James knows that off by heart.
Yeah.
I think I do too.
Favourite songs.
No, it was a good song. Okay, so having said that you kind of plateaued in Leicester, again, my team of researchers have been very diligent. You then seemed to go all over the country. You got exposure. You played Birmingham, Nottingham, London. How did you make that jump from being a Leicester band that was kind of plateauing to then being able to get the gigs in other places?
Just put ourselves out there. Lots of music all the time. We used to record music in my bedroom and things like that, which led to some gigs, and then we put ourselves forward for a competition called Surface and Sight.
Yeah.
Which I think at the time, like every year, 12,000 bands used to apply, didn't they?
Yeah.
And so on, and we ended up winning it.
Oh, you won it?
Yeah.
Oh, very good. Because there was another Leicester band got into the final, didn't they, down at the O2?
Yeah.
Was it Charlie and the Martyrs?
Yeah.
Are they still going?
No.
I've heard
Charlie,
that name.
Charlie's still doing stuff, I believe. I see things.
Yeah, the rest of the guys are all doing stuff, but I don't think...
Not as that band.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was the same time as them.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the way you said that, it makes it sound easy that any band could just do it just by putting yourselves out there. What did you do? Did you speak to agents around the country? Did you try and
just
piggyback?
hardcore about doing everything. That, like, at the time, for me, that was my life.
So what was it literally? Phoning up people and saying, look, we're this band, listen to our music, can you give us a gig?
Yeah, you know, getting the unsigned guy, doing it like that, going through promoters and radio.
Yeah, you seem to have quite a bit of
Introducing and
success
stuff like
with
that.
getting on the radio.
Well, that came after we won the competition because we got to record a single. Did we have a promotions package with that or something?
Yeah, we did, but that's not really
How
where
did
it
we get on
came.
the radio?
Because you got on Gem and Kerrang, didn't you?
Yeah, Kerrang was a lot to do with that competition.
Yeah.
One of the guys there, Alex Baker, really supported us, didn't he?
Yeah.
And everything. But yeah, Gem was, somehow they saw our music, and I think they contacted you, I believe.
Yeah, they did.
So they were interested in the song titles, weren't they?
Yeah.
And
Oh, you've stolen my question.
Oh,
sorry.
And that's what attracted them.
Yeah, because they get sent I don't know, packets full of demos every day.
Yeah.
I guess I don't probably listen to a lot of them, but because they have bizarre song titles, and they picked it up, and I guess they quite liked it.
I guess that's the kind of poetry side of rap, isn't it? You can have something a bit more interesting in the lyrics. And did you also, I may have misinterpreted this one, did you actually do a radio station show for a while on the back of your appearances?
Sort of. We, I don't know if there's any Gem 106 fans watching, but they have a birthday rap by a bloke called Dangerous Dave.
Yeah.
It's all true. And Dangerous Dave was going to Latvia for 2 weeks for his honeymoon, and they got us to do the birthday raps.
All right.
For a fortnight, which was weird. It was fun though.
And did that help in terms of exposure?
Not really, but it was really entertaining.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone liked us particularly, but it was fun.
Yeah. Okay, well on that note, and I'm sorry Sam that we haven't brought you into it much yet, because you're the person who got us together. Could we ask you to do us a couple of songs?
We'd love to.
Have another chat.
So the first one is called I May Never Speak to Myself Again.
Come back to me, old friend of mine. Maybe we can work it out this time around. Come back to me, old friend of mine. Maybe we can work it out this time around.
Go!
In my skin, so I inked it. Now I'm just an awkward door covered in pictures. Never fitting in while I'm thinking this way. Self-criticism, decision is made. I frequently dream of what me I could be, if the me that I happen to be could be federal, cleverer, etc. Never regretting all that I've been before. More refined and bloody minded. I find my mindset on revenge and images behind my eyelids. Although when I wasn't quick enough with deeply galling in the pit of my stomach. Feelings I wish I heard when I've been left reeling. And see that the words fleeting, even absurd. Stick the knife and cut to the quick and then hurt worse. When I'm inside the eye, get on my ass and try to recognize the damage on my actions. I'm observing in the third person of person whose personality personally perturbs me. Separate, strain and veins bulging on my forehead. Fail to repress them again and again. Extend the tentative. What I learn is men are meant to be sensitive, so this time around. Black clouds descend, lash out, defend, attack to friends, back now, pretend. Black eyes, my life, I grind my teeth in company. Land cantankerously, distantly. Remember being the life of the party, feels apart from me, I'm laughing half-heartedly. Weight up my chest, I'm impatient, a mess, all three boring, complaining, a stress. Grounded and thoroughly covering other things. How did I get to be as dreadful as this when you were a child? To ever laugh hard enough that it hurt your ribs, left you breathless. Rumbling wild smile and face ache. We've not laughed that way since those days. And I miss it terribly. We got lost when love got us. Stop when you want us. Forced into corners, not the truth. Because people we were supposed and exposed to be openly close hope and we begun seeing. When I'm inside the eye, get on my ass and try to recognize the damage of my actions. I'm observing in the third person a person whose personality personally perturbs me. Separate, strain and veins bulging on my forehead. Fail to repress them again and again. Extend the tentative. What I learn is men are meant to be sensitive, so this time around. Come back to me.
Come back to me.
Old friend of mine.
Old friend of mine.
Back to me.
Come back to me.
Maybe we can work it out this time around.
Go!
I see you. Oi, yeah. Oi, I may never speak to myself again. Isn't this timid, limited in a visiting vision, decision to test? And I may never speak to myself again. Isn't this timid, limited in a visiting vision, decision to test? And I may never speak to myself again. Isn't this timid, limited in a visiting vision, decision to test? And I may never speak to myself again. Isn't this timid, limited in a visiting vision, decision to test? So this is, I think, the second song we ever wrote. It's Bittersweet Heart Attacks.
Another good name.
Thank you very much.
It's all about you. It's all about you. It's all about you. It's all about you.
Oi.
Yes, I am gonna tell the truth. That's been the rule. It's not about me. It's all about you. I don't wanna tell the truth. That's been the rules. It's not about me. It's all
Cause love is arguments and saying things that will never make just to hurt the person you're supposed to be in love with. Bickering over little things that didn't mean a thing in the beginning, but now you're letting it grow. I'm loving the proportion, but you're having trouble remembering reason for all the screaming. No one's heading up enough to let the two review the reason, but the situation thinks it's out steaming. Suddenly laughing, now you're saying,
oh, wait, what exactly will we find?
hey, kissing upon the lips, but it makes and you're thinking it's insane to be so angry in the first place.
I am gonna tell the truth. That's been the rule. It's not about me.
It's all about you.
I don't wanna tell the truth. That's been the rule. It's not about me. It's all about
Wonderful, beautiful, awful, torture and terrible, incredible, detestable necessity. That's incredibly necessary to be happy but horrible. Half of a couple is almost impossible. But it's part of the awful patchwork having your people. Cause these have been the sweet heart attacks. These have been the sweet heart attacks. And these love is laughing, walking and joking in the spring, giggling in the seven. So all your partners have because I had a catch and I can have your profile souls and tons. Glittering images in your mind's eye of husband and wife type dreams and fantasies, but buried in the deep because it is too early. Snapping out of your reverie, can't see the end of a story. What was that? Now you're walking and thinking about irrational irritation, which are irrational with people that have to live with them. Feelings gone, you're wondering you might not be able to bring it back, cause these have been a sweet heart attack.
I'm gonna tell the truth. That's been the rule. It's not about me.
It's all about you.
I don't wanna tell the truth. That's been the rule. It's not about me. It's all about
Wonderful, beautiful, awful, torture and terrible, incredible, detestable necessity. That's incredibly necessary to be happy but horrible. Half of a couple is almost impossible. It's part of the awful patchwork having young people, cause these have been the sweet heart attacks. These have been the sweet heart attacks. And these have been a sweet. So, we're not the generation who forgot how to love. We simply opted out of bothering. We're not the generation who forgot how to love. We simply opted out of bothering. We're not the generation who forgot how to love. We simply opted out of bothering. We're not the generation who forgot how to love.
so about
We're not the generation. We're not the generation. We're not the generation. We're not the generation. So, didn't forget how to love. Didn't forget how to love. Didn't forget how to love. Didn't forget how to love.
Damn, wanna tell the truth. Let's bend the rules. It's not about me. It's all about you. I don't wanna tell the truth. Let's bend the rules. It's not about me. It's all about you. It's all about you.
No, I don't wanna tell the truth.
It's all about you.
No, I don't wanna tell the truth.
It's all about you.
No, I don't wanna tell the truth. It's all about you.
Hey, thank you very much. So you mentioned that one of the things that kind of helped you rise to stardom, I'm going to use that phrase, was doing the Surface on Sound competition. What's your general thought on competitions? Because I know quite a few musicians are a little bit anti them because of various things, like you've got to bring so many people, you've got to ring up phone lines that are costing your fans money. What was the experience like for you?
We were very anti them until we did it, really, weren't we?
Until you won it.
Yeah, until we won it. Yeah. Until it was going well, we thought it was a terrible idea. I don't know. I think the things that you've said are valid reasons for people maybe to, I don't know, not be so keen on them. We were really lucky; it worked out really well for us. Yeah. But I don't know. It can be a bit of a cash cow for someone down the line.
Yeah.
But, it was quite a lot of effort to be in it, wasn't it?
How many rounds did you have to play?
Was it 5?
I think 5 over.
5, yeah.
And was it a condition that you had to bring so many people to be able to progress?
No, it wasn't.
It was about promoting yourself and using all the tools that any band can use and already have, and just managing yourself better.
There was lots of elements I think they judged it on. I mean, they judged it on. Part of it was if you bought people, part of it was your performance, how you did things, and part of it was how you put yourself out there on the internet. So it was a good competition. It's not going anymore.
Yeah.
We wrecked that as well.
Yeah. But, yeah, it was good for us.
Yeah. It worked for you. Yeah. So bring us kind of up to the point where you decided to split the band up. What caused that? Did you just feel you'd run its course, or?
I think after we won the competition, I think we thought we were gonna kind of progress quite quickly.
Yeah.
Because the prize that we got was really generous. We got a lot from it. We got a single, radio package, various things. So I think we had it in our minds that we were going to start going somewhere. After kind of like a year and a half after we'd won it, we hadn't really got a great deal further than we'd been before we were in it, really. We'd had a little bit of radio play. We'd gone out to, where did we go, Bulgaria?
Budapest.
Oh.
Sigit Festival.
Yeah, Sigit Festival. But yeah, it just didn't really take us where we wanted to go, so I think there was a little bit of despondency based on the fact that we had, I don't know, quite a lot of expectations off the back of it. I think we let our egos run away with ourselves for a bit.
We took it a bit too seriously.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Really.
Although ultimately, I suppose if you want to progress as a band, there has to be an element of you taking things seriously, doesn't there?
But it's,
maybe not taking yourselves too seriously.
It's got to remain fun.
Far,
we went way too far.
Yeah.
We started thinking we were something that we weren't, and that ultimately was the death of it. So we've come back in with a brand new attitude.
Did you have a private jet?
We had a few private talks.
Not quite as interesting. Okay, so you split up, and what happened then? Did everybody go their own separate ways on different projects, or did you just all go into hibernation?
I carried on writing music, but didn't really put it out there or anything, just carried on. James did lots of different projects, like some really different kind of stuff.
Yeah, I did like a...
You did comedy, didn't you?
Yeah, I did a bit of stand-up. It was awful.
He's really down on himself, but
no, it was awful. One gig went okay, the other one was terrible.
Yeah.
So Market Harbour, a lot of middle class people, didn't go well.
Nothing wrong with the middle class.
I've got no problem with the middle classes. The middle classes have a problem with me
you
and my attempts to be funny. Not good.
So what was the catalyst that then brought you back together? And
the barbecue.
Very serious barbecue. Serious chat over hot dogs.
And serious beer consumption?
Yeah.
And did you write another song quickly?
No, actually it took us ages to get one to get one together, because usually before, whenever it was just Ryan and I, we were able to write songs really quite easily. Then we met up 3 or 4 times and we kind of played about with stuff and nothing really clicked. Then I think we got an acoustic gig here. He came around mine, we had an acoustic practice, and then just before he left, I brought out a new song that I've written, some new lyrics, and it just all clicked back into place, didn't it? Which the next song that we're going to play, I'm Haunted. And that kind of just kicked things off. And
because you started back just as a duo, didn't you?
Well, not exactly.
No?
Our first gig back was as a duo.
Yeah.
But the intention was always to have the full lineup, but our old drummer, Lambo, decided that he was too fat, old and lazy to bother. So,
so now you've got a young drummer.
Exactly.
We've got a drummer, yeah.
A young ambitious drummer, because he's the one who got in touch.
He sure is.
So we got him to thank for that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sam.
No problem.
So what had you done before, Sam? Had you been in other bands?
Me and Mark have played in bands before. I've played with you. I've helped you guys a couple of years ago, didn't I, as well?
Yeah, we played Arts Fest in Birmingham,
Yeah.
and our drummer couldn't do it, so...
Well, when he got in touch with me, he said that you needed a lot of help, and he's kind of brought the thing together to make it sound half decent.
He's got a massive ego. It comes out when he
Never
drinks.
shuts up either.
He has to get some chance. Most of the time he's stuck at the back drumming and nobody
exactly.
sees him.
He's just insecure 'cause he don't play a real instrument.
So when did you play your first full gig as the band that you are now?
It was here, wasn't it? Was it November?
Yeah, it was end of January.
Oh, it was, yeah, end of January here. Played with Carl Phillips. You should get Carl Phillips on, he's awesome. And what's the other one called? I forgot his name. Mark
Elliott.
Yeah, Mark Elliott. We played here, and to be honest, we didn't really think there'd be many people here. Quite a few people came, and it was really, really nice. And
so you've been able to get old fans who went off and did other things, and they've come back and started following you again.
Some of them, yeah. Yeah. So some people have been really loyal, really cool, and we've had quite a good response on the old Facebook, and people have been.
You've got quite a few followers on
Yeah.
Facebook, haven't you?
I don't know how.
Is that, did you leave the old profile and people sat there?
Yeah,
it's not
definitely.
like all new for the new band.
Yeah.
And what about the music you play now? Do you play your old numbers, or are you trying to move on to completely new material?
We've dumped about 95% of our old stuff, and the new stuff, it's a lot more ambitious, isn't it? It's a lot more like musically interesting.
Would it be rude to say it's more mainstream?
No, not at all. We've always tried to write big choruses. That's what I said, that urban Coldplay thing. It's sort of like a flippant way of making a serious point, because we do want to write big stadium-y songs, even if we never get to play in a stadium. We want them to, be good.
When you're playing the Soundhouse's green room.
Yeah, exactly. We play for a pool table now.
It's all downhill now. And have you got anything coming out in terms of an EP or album?
We're working on stuff.
Yeah.
We just need to book the recording now.
Really
but the material's there, ready
Yeah.
to go. We're just trying to find the right people to record it. basically.
Do you all work? So you've
Yeah.
got to fit it in round work and round
Yeah.
jobs.
We do.
Yeah, that's not easy.
Yeah.
And when you're out playing your sets now, have you got many more gigs lined up?
Yes, we are playing on this Saturday at the Shed. We're supporting Centre right here. June the 22nd. I grew up on Centre. Stacked Up was one of the things that I learned to rap to, so I'm ridiculously excited for that.
June the 19th.
June the 19th, in fact. Yeah, so
That should be a big gig.
that's going to be amazing. And they've got the original lady singer back. I can't remember her name, but yeah. So that's an amazing one for me. That's kind of. I think that's the thing I'm most looking forward to out of anything we've done.
And does it work that that's the kind of artist that you can kind of piggyback on? Maybe, I don't know, do you, presumably you mix in the green room or whatever, you chat to them and say, look, any chance of getting other gigs with you? And
They don't usually want to talk to us.
can't you just buttonhole them and say you will talk to us? Is that how it tends to be then? There's
No,
no time for you?
No, it's more promoters
Yeah.
have looked after us. There's some really good promoters in Leicester who just every chance.
Well, you did
They
have a
can
very
give
loyal
us-
following, so I can see
Yeah.
why people
Yeah.
are keen to put you on again. And are you looking to move around the country again, do the
Yeah,
other cities?
Yeah, we're more sort of Nottingham based now than Leicester based.
Well, you can't come on here then.
We're
We've
loyal
got a
to
tag of
Leicester.
shame for people from Nottingham.
We're Leicester till we die.
Okay then, but what are you doing in Nottingham?
But not geographically. It's just because I've moved to Nottingham. These guys are sort of all Ashby area, so it's just there's more venues in Nottingham.
Are there?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Because we had somebody on last week who was from Nottingham, and he would have said there were marginally more. It depends what kind of size of venue you're talking about. But of the smaller venues, without being unkind, but this kind of size of venue, he reckoned there were more in Leicester now. No?
I don't know.
I think in Nottingham there's a lot more venues closer together.
Yeah.
It's a lot
And it
more
still has
compact.
the reputation, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You've got the bodega.
Yeah, we played there the other week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and the rescue rooms
Yeah.
played there.
Oh, we've got that coming up, haven't we?
Yeah,
May
rescue rooms.
22nd, 5th,
Monday.
Monday, whenever that is. So we've got rescue rooms at some point.
Yeah.
And there's a really good venue in Nottingham called the Jam Cafe.
Yeah,
And those guys have always really looked after us, and
Yeah.
they're really cool.
they put on fantastic gigs. Always rammed out. It's a small place, but
Yeah.
it's got a really good vibe.
Well, that's what you want, the smaller places, but rammed, so there's that
Definitely.
intimate atmosphere rather than rattling around in a big place.
Yeah, because we supported Bipolar Sunshine at the O2. There's about 8 people there, and
Yeah.
that was embarrassing for everyone. It's a great gig though.
Okay, well, time's running on a bit. Could we ask you to do us another couple of numbers,
We
please?
would love to.
Thank you.
Sorry, Haunted and Clarity. Alright, so yeah, this is the first song we wrote after we got back together. It's called I'm Haunted. Hope you like it.
Thank you.
I am haunted by your broken pieces. I am haunted by your broken pieces. I am haunted by your broken pieces. Spectres in the air, seemingly leave me speechless. By your broken pieces, I am haunted by your broken pieces. I am haunted by your broken pieces. No more pain, my love. Respect has a little physical presence in the persistence and pressure eventually leads to depression. Every blurry out explanation of I'm fine is a single feather's weight upon the notches in my spine. We become crippled, misshapen and misaligned, protesting everything's alright that final time. We're right inclined to. I pray for you, you never become use of doctors. Waiting rooms ignoring eye contact with the sick inside yet again, unless they contemplate pathetically believing that you're one of them. Staring through the covers of out-of-date magazines, ignoring notices upon the poultry terrified of it. Staring at the clock, beaches in on Brighton, terrified you're out of luck, about to find out they get dying. Just calling me, snaps me out of a wide-eyed teeth grinding referee. On we go. How am I supposed to watch you hurt? I'm forlorn, withdrawn, and the look on your face makes it worse. My every agony easily can be buried beneath a flippant comment meant to discreetly deceive. Anguish and distress invested in your expression makes me upset and tense. Something I can have a lesson. Wanna make you laugh, but nothing is funny tonight. I'm impatient for your eyes to lie. So with your arms entwined in mine, you and I wait out the night. When your voice trembles, the tremors cracks beneath the weight of words. Minor irritations to play yesterday. Seems so absurd, I spend so much of my time dreaming of an undefined better life. But when everything we treasure gets taken by something awful, I just sit and dream of wishing we could be normal.
These snap heartstrings, they tear the good from me.
Are we ghosts?
These snap heartstrings, they tear the good from me.
Are we ghosts? I am haunted by your broken pieces. I am haunted by your broken pieces. I am haunted by your broken pieces. Spectres in the air seemingly leave me speechless. By your broken pieces, I am haunted by your broken pieces. I am haunted by your broken pieces. No more pain, my love. All that isn't corporeal, lawful, haunted wolves, claw force, gonna get me in evenings. Where sleeping deeply just defeats me, and these four walls, all of a sudden unfamiliar, thinking closing in to the rhythm of the sickening dread, dredge up from the pit of my diseased stomach, and
These snap heartstrings, they tear the gauge from me. All we ghosts.
No more pain, my love.
These now passing, they tear the good from me.
No more pain, my love. I am haunted by your broken pieces. I am haunted by your broken pieces. I am haunted by your broken pieces. Spectres in the air, seemingly leave me speechless. By your broken pieces, I am haunted. By your broken pieces, I am haunted. By your broken pieces. No more pain, my love. Thank you. Cool. This is one of the older ones. This is called Clarion Call. This is like an anti-suicide kind of song. So it's got a message, you know. If I can survive this day with my pride in place, there will be nothing in my life I can't face. And if I can survive this day with my pride in place, I'll be okay. If I can survive this day with my pride in place, there will be nothing in my life I can't face. If I can survive this day with my pride in place, would I want to dedicate this song to anyone who ever sat in a box with a razor or ripped the razor apart, bandage or scars, walked around the same shame face, worried someone would see what they may say. To anyone who ever lay staring at the ceiling awake with a searing headache and got up to take a paracetamol for a fleeting moment, wanted to take them all, wash on my way with a bottle of champagne they'd be saving for a special occasion that never came. To anyone who ever wonder whether it would really matter if they passed on or if they'd be remembered after they were gone, worried that the sworn song they began sung, so they want to stay long with the heads hung. Heads aren't always hung, you know, sometimes too far big to failing for a frame.
It's hard for you to see when we
fall completely.
It's hard for you to see when we
fall completely. Despair of your life and you're hateful and angry, don't suffer alone, just pour your pain into me. Ever you're feeling, felt it, believe me, look at the life a half high. Drop to your knees with me, never alone, although you feel lonely. Friend is my habit, I have nothing but empathy. Feeling like life is stagnant and still, and I know one will never understand what I mean when I won't let you slip, won't let you slide, won't let you wish that you were never alive. Even if tomorrow is the worst day of your life, remember that it can't be like this all the time. Fall completely.
I want you to see. So when we
fall completely.
Say it like you mean it, boy, it's alright. It doesn't matter. Let to be the sight of that fan.
Grin through your grimace.
So say it like you mean it, boy, it's alright. It doesn't matter. Let to be the sight of that fan.
Grin through your grimace. And if I can survive this day with my pride in place, there will be nothing in my life I can't face. If I can survive this day with my pride in place, I'll be okay. And if I can survive this day with my pride in place, there will be nothing in my life I can't face. If I can survive this day with my pride in place.
It's hard for you to sing. So when we fall
completely.
I want you to sing. So when we fall
completely.
Say it like you mean it, boy, it's alright. It doesn't matter. Look at the side of that fan.
Grin through your grimace.
Say it like you mean it, boy, it's alright. It doesn't matter. Look at the side of that fan.
Grin through your grimace. If I can survive this day with my pride in place, there will be nothing in my life I can't face. If I can survive this day with my pride in place, I'll be okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Time's kind of moving on a bit, so we'll wrap it up reasonably quickly. What are your ambitions? What are your plans for the next 12 months?
We're just gonna, you know, the first time around we were like obsessed with making it whatever that means. I think ultimately the fact that we didn't was what kind of pulled us apart. This time I think the ambition is to just, I know it sounds cheesy, just write good songs and just record them and just enjoy making music, not inhibited by sort of like ambitions that may or may not come true, and just enjoy just doing this, because whatever happens, we're making songs that we're really proud of, and if other people like them, that's fantastic, but ultimately it's just satisfying to be doing this to the best of our ability. We've written the 4 best songs we ever have. We've got a back catalogue of maybe 20, 30, 40 songs. Yeah. They've never been as good as this. We've never been as excited to just play our music before, have we?
And how do you feel your genre is at the moment? Is it one that you're going to have to work hard to bring up, or is it?
It's a tough one with that, because, in some ways I think we're reasonably unique, but then in other ways, like particularly towards the end of us the first time round, that using sort of like live instrumentation with sort of like urban vocals was becoming a big thing, and the lowest point was obviously when Dappy did it with Brian May. I think that was the time when we realised that music was over. Yeah. So
at least he hasn't done it with Paul McCartney.
Yeah, that's true. Kanye West has ruined everything as well.
Paul McCartney's gagging for Dappy
there. Ultimately, we want some Dappy money. That's what we're saying.
So you are in it for the money. We got there. Yeah. And what are your thoughts about social media and the way that the digital age has kind of made music so accessible? Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Doesn't really matter to me. To be honest, I think it's great that people can get out there a bit easier and people can listen to music. Yeah. So it's so accessible. But in terms of the way we use it, I don't think it's the most important thing. I think the most important thing is what James said, is we just want to make music and get out there and play it. And if people like it, then great.
And ultimately, all the social media adulation you can get doesn't necessarily turn into people bums on seats at gigs. Or
doesn't mean anything.
No. I think that's where a lot of people get a little bit deluded with the scene. They think, oh, we've got all these likes, that means we've cracked it. But you can't really beat going out there and playing and building up a following, as you've already seen.
Yeah, well, we've noticed just, over the last month, just going out and playing. And it's boosted social media, but it's about seeing those people again at gigs, and that's what's happening. Which is nice to see. It means awesome. People like it, and I think that's what matters.
Yeah. And will you try and get some merchandise?
Yeah, we're gonna start designing stuff. I designed something which upset everyone. So. We had a conversation. I thought it was a really nice idea to have like a fun kind of sketch of a guy sort of like just staring contemplatively at a noose. These guys seemed to think it was a bit too dark. I thought it was quite a fun image. They thought otherwise. So we're going to sort of like try and meet in the middle. Yeah. We're going to get something out there. Ryan's done a lovely logo. He didn't understand what a logo was at first. We had a very confusing conversation during one of our private chats.
I'd have thought with your back catalogue of titles, of the titles that you have, you must be able to come up with something.
Yeah, we're starting to get there, but now we all understand what
you're meant to be doing.
Yeah, quite.
Okay, well, unfortunately, time is against us, so I'd just first of all like to say thank you very, very much for coming in. It's been very enjoyable. Nice to meet you, and nice to hear you at last, because I haven't seen you before, but I'm sure I will see you again. I'd also like to say a big thanks to Bav and Joe for the audio, to the Soundhouse,
cheers, chaps.
Sue and Greg for giving us the location, cheers, and to Lucy for coming along and giving us some support.
Thanks, Lucy.
And if you could play us one final number, play us out, that would be lovely. Thank you very much.
So this is a song we always close every set with now. It's the most recent song we wrote, really proud of it. It's called 1,000 Miles Tall. Hope you enjoy it, and anyone who's watched it, thank you very much indeed. Thank you for having us.
intimidating. I'm gonna be honest with lightning, quick temper, astonishing. How you lash out and that's how I back out, and that now we never have a chance to speak free and equally. Pen and paper, I'm making a failing statement of all you bequeath to me. A predisposition for depression and temperamental tendencies. I wish you'd had the son you wish to have and be the dad I imagine you dream you'd be. I know you're glad despairing, staring, tearing head, usually uselessly, cause you didn't know what to do with me. Cause truthfully, you couldn't see the you in me, so you withdrew from me. Until your immense temper erupted, disgusted at something becoming the seed and a scarlet descending. I'm shaking, afraid and ashamed that I made you as angry as this. You demanded this, it's narrow spit while you're banging the fist upon the dinner table, making vibrations reverberating in tears were passing off to the heart gave in. Swimming in ever-present memories, descending dead ends of weeks of family and actually stuck in a grip. You're a blood to your wife and your kids, mind telling hit that the blood that presented inside of the life that you live. I don't believe that hell is the absence of God. I believe it's knowing that those that you love will be better off when you've gone. And I don't believe that hell is the absence of God. I believe it's knowing that those that you love will be better off when you've gone.
Never miss my own, and I see snow. Nothing more you know. Never for a second, never miss my own.
I remember straining my neck, craning in pain until our eyes met. Under the thunder of your caught a warning, reinforcing all of your disappointment. You towered, I cowered, your power devoured, allowed, devoured and soured. If only you knew. Tears that I cried when I heard that you lost your life weren't for you, only due to shock and surprise. And the truth is, I've not missed you for a single second since you died. I grew, ceased to be scared of you. Your contemptible temper continued, but by then the impetus rage of a man at an age that lacked understanding and standing great between a family he'd actively terrorise. Beneath the guise of a love that was crushing, destructive, and something that punctured his umpties and trusted among it. Gathering the skill that you planned and you built when you stand and you work from the bands on your health. I wonder whether your regular body can failed you as badly as I did. Feeling like the view you mean it's you. Clinical, cynical, dying and lifeless. Christmas spent on a hospital ward. Reach edge of death, cough and of course guilt hung heavy in the end to your 70 kid in the bend on the grin of severity. I don't believe that hell is the absence of God. I believe it's knowing that those that you love will be better off when you've gone. And I don't believe that hell is the absence of God. I believe it's knowing that those that you love will be better off when you've gone.
That's he's done. Thousand more you know. Never for a second, never miss in my own. That's he's done. Thousand more you know.
This is a consequence. Your last funeral was my first. I sat there alive and surprised as I'm minding a pew. Describe the life you live, but it didn't describe you. Preach about a God that neither you or I believe in. I promise you I don't miss you, but I wanna thank you for teaching me about the man I'll never be.
Thank you.